You know, the Miami Dolphins in the 1970s had a lot of excellent players. Not to say this guy was a role player, but his offensive production was kind of limited with the big running game that the Dolphins had. But Howard Twilley, what a receiver he was, and what a groundbreaking player. He went all the way from Tulsa to the runner-up in the Heisman Trophy and had a great NFL career. Now, Howard James Twilley, unfortunately, has passed away at the age of 81 after a short illness. Now, this American pro football player was a wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins of the AFL and the NFL from 66 to 76. He played college football for the Tulsa Golden Hurricane and was a runner-up for the Heisman in 65. Twilley and tackle Norm Evans were the only two players of the original 66 Dolphin squad to play on the 72 Dolphins team that had the NFL's only perfect season and won Super Bowl 14-7 over the Redskins to finish 17-0. He was also on the Dolphins team the following season when it again won the title in Super Bowl VIII. Now, during his 65 season at Tulsa, he set NCAA records for the most receiving yards this season at 1,779, a record that stood until Nevada's Alex Van Dyke broke in 95, and the most receptions in the season with 134, which stood until broken by Houston's Manny Hazard in 89. In 92, Twilley was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. He finished the 3 seasons at Tulsa with impressive 261 receptions for 3,334 yards and 32 touchdowns, and was enshrined in the school's Athletic Hall of Fame. Now, at only 5'10", 185 pounds, known for his speed. Now, a graduate of Galena Park High School in Texas, he was a round 14 pick in the NFL draft, number 209, and a 12th round pick, 101 in the AFL draft. Now, he finished his NFL career with 212 receptions for 3,064 yards and 23 touchdowns. He also caught a 20-yard touchdown pass in the Dolphins' Super Bowl VII win over the Washington Redskins. Now, two-time Super Bowl champion, 7 and 8, UPI unanimous All-American 65, third-team All-American 64, and Tulsa Golden Hurricane jersey number 81 was retired. Now, 212 receptions again. We'll go over the stats in a second. Now, after Twilley's football career ended, he pursued a career in business. He owned 28 at the Athlete's Foot sporting goods store before selling in 1990 and worked in an investment firm. In 94, he actively considered a run for the United States House of Representatives to exceed Jim Inhofe in Oklahoma's 1st Congressional District when Inhofe decided to run for U.S. Senate. But he ultimately decided to support the candidacy of another conservative Republican, former NFL star Steve Largent. He was inducted in the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame in 1995. So rough stats don't tell the whole story because Bob Greasy and the offense weren't passing that much. And he never had more than 39 receptions in the season. And he had played flanker for most of his early campaign. So he broke in 1966, playing 6 contests, one start with 10 receptions for 128 yards. He scored his first touchdown as a Dolphin in 1967 on 24 receptions, 13.1 yard per reception, and two TDs, and 42 was his longest. 68, he caught 39 passes for a career high, 604 yards, 15.5 average, and 1 touchdown. 69, injury played season. He only had 10 receptions, 158 yards. Number 1970. 22 receptions for 281 yards, 5 touchdowns. 71, 23 receptions for 349 yards, 4 touchdowns. And of course, the title season in 72, only 20 receptions, but an 18.2 average and 3 touchdowns. Now, 73, he only had 2 receptions in a regular season for 30 yards. 74 and 75, 24 receptions, 2 touchdowns and 4 touchdowns respectively. And he also in 76, he caught 6 passes for 14 yards. So again, 17 game average, 30 catches, 434 yards. Now the first 4 seasons for him was of course in the AFL. Now in the postseason, again the big catch for Miami in that 73 Super Bowl. Now he's right. He actually played all the seasons in the NFL. He never rushed once, so that's pretty freaky. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if we look back at how good he was, the 73 or what we call it 72-73 Dolphins, he played a big part in that Super Bowl victory, and we're going to look over the rough information there. Now, Twilley's again moment in the spotlight came in of all places, the LA Memorial Coliseum. Now, Twilley again was known to be a very strong player in key situations, and it was his to win, as we say. Now, we knew it was going to be a defensive battle, and by the time the game came about, the big play, of course, was Twilley's 28-yard touchdown reception from Bob Greasy at the 2:54 mark. Now, by the second half, Jim Kick's touchdown in the second quarter did it, but a lot of people felt that Twilley's TD really set the pace for Dolphins the whole game. Now, talking about that first quarter, Miami had won the toss and elected to receive. Most of the first quarter was a defensive battle, with each team putting up their punting of the first two possessions. Now, the Dolphins would, however, get two breaks. Offensive tackle Howard Kindig appeared to fumble the snap on their first punt from the Miami 27 and lose the ball to Washington linebacker Harold McClinton, but McClinton was called for slapping at the ball was being snapped for a 5-yard penalty. On the replay of the down, Miami punter Larry Sipley got the kick away safely. Later, after stopping the Redskins for the second time, Dolphins safety Jake Scott did not call for a fair catch, as he had not been told to do so by safety Dick Anderson. Scott fumbled the ball while taking hit by Redskins cornerback Ted Vactor, but Anderson made the recovery. Miami then started his drive at their own 37-yard line with 2:55 left in the first quarter. Running back Jim Kick started out the drive with 2 carries for 11 yards. Then quarterback Greasy completed an 18-yard pass to wide receiver Paul Warfield to reach the Washington 34-yard line. After 2 more running plays, they set up the Twilley pass as Greasy threw it, his longest completion of a game for Twilley's only catch of the game. Twilley fooled cornerback Pat Fisher by faking a route to the inside, then broke to the outside and caught the ball at the 5-yard line, dragging Fisher with him into the end zone. Greasy read us real good all day, said Fisher. Kicker Gary Upremian's extra point gave the Dolphins a 7-0 lead with 1 second remaining in the period, and Upremian noted that the kick was too low, just like he's practiced kicks, which probably led to the Mike Bass incident in the fourth quarter. But Howard Twilley, ladies and gentlemen, what a part of history he is for Dolphins fans. He will be greatly missed because him and Paul Warfield, again, two of the best combination receivers in AFC history in the 1970s. So Howard Twilley, again, a Dolphin legend, he will be missed. So if you like what you're doing here, we're NFL Tribute Podcast. Let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.